So I've spent some time this morning trying to figure out what's going on, or not trying to figure out what's going on with a Rossman Chance calculator, but trying to find an acceptable substitute that's easy to use. Um, Now, with that said, Rossman Chance is such a slick tool that if you want to continue to use this and just for that one kind of test, the two independent sample, like that music and math problem, you can certainly use it still. I mean, I find it works better if you find the mean, find the standard deviations, and then type in those statistics rather than doing the copy pasted data. It still doesn't do that well for that access. But even if you want to do that and use it, WebAssign might mark it wrong. But if you send me your calculator, send me a screenshot of that calculator's results, I will gladly go in and adjust those points. And as long as you can use the correct test, right? You got to make sure you don't aren't using it for a matched pairs test. Um, so that's I'm more than willing to do that. The easy fix. The next easy fix is if you've got a graphing calculator, or you can download one of those with that emulator, that TI-84 emulator to your phone. That works pretty well. This is another tool that I just have looked at it. I haven't looked at it probably in 8 to 10 years, and they've done a lot of work on it in that time. Um, and it works pretty well in Excel. So let me show you how to do that, how I found how it got to work. Okay. So it is, and this is on the desktop version of Excel. I don't know if it works on the online version. I'll have to go experiment with that too. So I'm gonna open up my Excel as soon as it loads. I'm gonna do a blank spreadsheet. And now I copied the data from that music and math question into it. This is the student SAT scores with math, and this is the no math. Or it was music. Sorry, it was music. No music. That's embarrassing. No music, or they were in band or something like that. And this is being in band, of course. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is because I don't have this add-in. It's an add-in you got to install. So click on add-in, and it's called analysis. If you see, I think I forget minor. I think this is minor, but we'll look at it here. I'll start typing in analysis, and it pops up. It'd be nice to spell correctly though, Dan. Analysis. There it is. That XMXL minor analysis pack. Click that. Add it into your version of Excel, and there it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna if you click on, I'm gonna close this. If you go to, let's see, if I do add-ins, I can click on it there. See that show tool pack that opens up too. And then what you got to do is you got to scroll down and find the right test. Now, before we get there, let's do a little preliminary work. This is two independent means, two different populations, and not a matched pairs. So we got to really set up to what's HO and what's H1. So HO says the average SAT score for people who were in music and music band, of course, in high school is the same as the people that didn't weren't into music or band music. Sorry for my bad writing. Um, so that's with it. There's no difference. Music didn't have any effect on their on the results. And then the claim is that people that were in band or chorus on average had a higher SAT score than the average of people that did not participate in music or in a music course in high school. So this is a right tail test, two independent samples. So here, let me get a pointer going. And you scroll down to two t-test, two samples, assuming unequal variances. Um, all the work in our course, if you have a two sample test, they're unequal variances, right? It's very unlikely to have that to happen. Or maybe I don't know enough about it to make that judge, but I know everything we do here is unequal variances. And then what you're going to do is click on range one, and I'm going to highlight the music scores and see how it puts them right in there. and then click on range two, which is the no music scores. And then you want to, and then the hypothesized difference is zero, right? Because if there's no difference, if I were to subtract these two things, the average would be zero. The average difference would be zero. And then you're going to uncheck labels. What that means is it was treating um, the 131 is like the music. So I mean, I uncheck that. And then alpha, this is a 0.05 level of significance. And we're looking for what Excel wants is the output range. Where do you want to have the results entered? So I just clicked there. I clicked OK. And input range contains non-music. So what did I do? Um, let me see what happens, man. Uh, input range contains non. How can it be? Well, let me try it again. Gosh darn it all. It worked slicker than anything a minute ago. Here. So let me highlight the 131 and the 602. Well, I don't see where I did anything different there. Let me try this. Okay, 0, 2 to 12, and then 2 to 9. Okay, let's try it now. There we go, and that worked. And so what I did is I went and captured the person's, oh, heck no, you can't see this. Let me undo this. Let me move this over. I captured the person that asked me the question. I'm trying to do this generically so I can use this in the future. There's the t-score that WebAssign is saying correct, and look at that. There's the correct t-score, and there's the p-value that WebAssign says is correct, and look at the p-value. So those are correct. So this worked really slick. And I mean, the only thing I like about the Rossman Chance better than this is we'll see we'll see the graph, and this doesn't give us the graph, but it certainly gives us the right answers, and that's what we'll look at on that. Okay, so hopefully maybe this will help. If you want to try doing this in Excel, feel free. It does run other tests, and I'll tell you this is new for me. I haven't used this in a while, as I said. So um, two sample means so there's a paired, so that's within paired differences, like with a older sibling, younger sibling. Um, what else does it do? Does it do two proportions? No, it doesn't do two proportions. But this is a great workaround for the Rossman Chance mess up. Okay, so hopefully this helps. Give me a yell if you need help.